A long time ago, in a quiet village, there lived a couple named Ajo and Maku. Everybody knew them, not because they were loving, but because they were very stubborn. Any small problem, they would stop talking to each other. One day of silence would turn to 3. 3 would turn to 7. Sometimes they stayed in the same house for weeks without saying even one word. The elders warned them, a home where nobody talks will one day cry. But Ajo did not listen. Maku did not listen. Both of them wanted to win. One heavy rainy evening, the sky looked strange. Dark clouds rolled in. Thunder sounded like a talking drum. The wind pushed so hard that even strong trees shook. In Ajo and Maku's home, the air felt colder than usual. That morning, they argued about something small. Food, tone of voice, nothing big. But still, they started Malice again. All day, they passed each other like strangers. No greeting, no eye contact, nothing. When night came, the rain became stronger. Thunder louder. The whole village entered their houses. Suddenly, the lantern in their room began to shake. Then it went off completely. Darkness filled the house. Maku got scared and wanted to reach for Ajo, but pride stopped her. Ajo wanted to check if she was fine, but his own pride held him back. They sat in the darkness, not talking, not touching, just breathing in silence.
Now you want to pretend. Ajo stood up sharply. So you can talk now. Maku, I told you to buy fish. Fish! But you used your head and bought meat. Who does that? Maku hissed, folding her arms even with fear shaking her legs. If you had not gone out with your friends, we would have gone to the market together. Don't put blame on my head. Thunder rumbled far away again. The child on the ground made a small sound, a weak, shaky cry. Please, help. But the couple did not hear. Their voices were louder. I just shouted, every single time I say something, you do another thing. Are you trying to stress me? Maku pointed her shaking finger at him. You are the one stressing me. Since we married, your stubbornness is too much. Another tiny cry came from the child. Please. Still, they didn't hear. The wind blew. The lantern light flickered. Ajo and Maku kept arguing, turning their backs on the child without knowing. The child lifted one hand weakly from the ground. Mud covered the little fingers. The hand trembled, reaching for help that wasn't coming. The child whispered again, voice shaking, "Help me, somebody." Ajo yelled louder than the cry. You think I didn't see you hide food for your sister when she visited? You want to finish me in my own house? Maku snapped back. At least I care for my family. You only care about your friends at the beer place. The child coughed suddenly, a deep, painful cough. That cough should have shaken them, should have silenced the argument. But Ajo only turned and said, Maku, carry that stool before the rain spoils it. Maku hissed loudly, carry it yourself. The child tried again, voice breaking, help. This time the child tried to sit up, but collapsed again, face in the mud. A small broken bead slid out of the child's pocket and rolled toward Ajo's feet. Ajo finally paused. Wait, what is this? He bent down and picked the bead. Maku looked at it too, her anger still hot. A small bead, so what? Ajo frowned. This looks like a protection bead. Children wear it, but this one is cracked. The moment he noticed that, the child made a weak sound again. Ajo finally turned fully toward the ground. Maku, this child is moving. Maku gasped as she saw the small hand twitch again.
Ajo carried Dayo as fast as his legs could move. Maku followed him, still shaking from fear and guilt. The storm had stopped, but the night was still heavy. Every shadow looked like a spirit watching them. Every sound felt like a warning. When they reached Mama Dayo's compound, the whole place was quiet. Too quiet. Ajo called out, "Mama Dayo, Mama Dayo." No answer. Maku's lantern shook in her hand. "Ajo, maybe they are sleeping. Maybe nothing is wrong." But before she could finish her sentence, a loud scream came from inside the house. A mother's cry. A cry that only bad news brings. Ajo and Maku rushed inside. Mama Dayo was kneeling on the floor, both hands on her head, crying so loudly her voice cracked. My son, where is my Dayo? Somebody help me." Ajo stepped forward with the boy still in his arms. "Mama Dayo, we found him outside. Mama Dayo ran to them and grabbed Dayo from Ajo's hands. "Mama, he is still breathing," Maku whispered. But the moment Mama Dayo laid the child on the mat, something terrible happened. Dayo's chest rose slowly, then fell, and never rose again. His small fingers opened and remained still. His cracked bead rolled out from his pocket and stopped moving. Maku gasped. Ajo stepped back like he had been struck by lightning. Mama Dayo screamed from the deepest part of her soul. "My child! My only child!" She shook his body, calling him, begging him, "Dayo! Dayo! Wake up for me! Please wake up!" But the child didn't move. The room went silent. Then Mama Dayo turned slowly to Ajo and Maku. Her eyes were full of fire, pain, and anger. "What did you do to my son?" Ajo froze. "Mama Dayo, no, we found him like that." "You killed him, you too, with your fighting, with your shouting. You didn't hear when he cried outside? You let him die." Maku fell to her knees, crying. "Mama Dayo, please, we didn't know he was there. We are so sorry." Mama Dayo cried louder, shaking with grief. "Take them away. Let them feel the pain they caused." The villagers escorted Ajo and Maku to the edge of the village. Each step they took was heavy with shame. No neighbor greeted them. No friend spoke to them. Even the wind seemed to whisper their disgrace. Before they left, the elders spoke again. "Remember, stubborn hearts bring death and sorrow. May this exile remind you of your sins. May you carry them always, like the weight of Dayo."